there, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, thank you for clicking play on one of my videos. It is Sunday, it is the episode 1 of season 4 of Save Our Season, and as you can see we are doing it with Chievo in Serie A. The basic premise, if you haven't watched any of the other series, go and have a check of those. They're all in the description below, the links. We fast forward to halfway through the season and we take the club that's bottom of a division and we try and stop them getting relegated. Today it's with Chievo. If you haven't watched the very, very first episode I did months and months ago, I did go through a lot of the tables to see what sort of situations clubs were in. Chievo were by far the worst. Just before we go on any further though, I love the kits. The kits are fantastic. What I've done is I've gone through now to the 29th of December 2018. We're going to have a look at the league table to refresh you on that, and then we'll have a look at the club, and we're also going to play the first game of the series today as well. So let's have a quick look at the table, and as I said, I warned you, we are in real problems here. 5 points from 18 games. You can see at the bottom they were deducted 3 points at the start of the season, or early on in the season, September I think, for financial irregularities. So if they hadn't have had those deducted, they would have had 8 points, and this would be looking a lot nicer. We have 20 games to go. We've got 5 points. Now, in real life, 38 points got relegated. There were 2 teams finished 17th and 18th on 38 points. So kind of going to have to be looking at around about that, you would have thought, considering Frosinone, who are today's opponents, are on 16. I think we're going to need to get at least 35 points, which means we're going to have to basically take 1.5 points per game. Now, I generally, when I come into these, I only have to take 1 point a game average. I have to do an awful lot better than that this week. So, yeah, these videos are going to come out all week until the season is finished. Now, I am going to play this a little bit differently to how I normally play FM, because, you know, we need to see virtually every game on camera. So I'm going to play it on key highlights. Normally I'm going to do 2 matches per video, but today, because we're getting to know the club and a couple of the players and the finances, we're only going to play that 1 game, and it's a final game before we go into a little winter break, and it is against Frosinone, as I say, who are 17th. So it's a huge game to kick off with, and it's one that we really need to win. As you can see as I'm scrolling here, the record is terrible. The only win that we have got that kind of doesn't count is this one against Bologna. But of course, those 3 points were taken away. And even more worryingly, they are not scoring goals. How are we going to take a minimum of 30 points out of 20 games when the team are not scoring? They haven't scored at all yet in December. That is 5 blanks in a row. They also went out of the Italian Cup to Benevento in the 3rd qualifying round, so we've got no cup run. So yeah, we just have Serie A matches all the way. As I say, after today, we have, about a 3-week break, and then we play Sassuolo and Roma in January. So it's, as I say, I'm going to do most games on camera. That Sassuolo game's quite important as well. So tomorrow we might do those 2 games, Sassuolo and Roma. Then we might do 1 or 2 off camera, but we'll see how it goes during the week. So without further ado, let's get to know the club a little bit. So founded in 1929, got 3.5-star reputation. Finances are secure. They're not terrible. I've had to have a little play around here. 11 million in the bank, but not really any transfer budget to speak of. I've had to put it all into the wage budget, really. And the wage budget actually seems to have gone up a little bit. So we can maybe just claw a little bit of that back, can we? No, it's not going to let us. That's a bit worrying, because we haven't actually we've got some staff coming in. These are analysts that are coming in, data analysts, because we haven't got any. Pierluigi Casaraghi is coming in as an assistant manager, and I've made the mistake of sacking our current assistant manager, and Casaraghi isn't going to be in before the game, so that was a bit of a boo-boo, I think. Let's have a look at the squad then. So we've got it set up in a 4-2-3-1 based on my Estudiantes tactic, which if you've been watching that series, it's pretty damn good. So I've done it but we'll show you the little tweaks we've made to it. I've brought a couple of players up from the under-20s, namely this kid, Emmanuel Vignato, because in real life, Bayern Munich are looking at him and are really wanting to take him this season. And you look at him, he's got 5-star potential ability. He looks really good as well. So he's coming up and he's already going to be in the first team. He's going to start today. We're going to see how he gets on. A couple of other players you might notice here. Emmanuel Giaccherini. Obviously, he had a little spell at Sunderland, didn't he, a few years ago? Didn't really go very well for him. But for us, looks absolutely fantastic. It does say important player, but maybe past his best. His 4-star ability, he's 33. Hasn't got the greatest stamina and strength, so he might not be a regular starter. But while he's fit, he is going to play. Just trying to think who else I called up. There's a couple of good little players down in the under-20s. There's a centre-back who looks very, very good as well. We do have 1 or 2 injuries. Adrian Semper is a goalkeeper on loan and he's out for another couple of weeks. I'm tempted to send him back in the January window. Joel Obi looks pretty decent. I'm guessing is he John Obi Mikel's brother maybe? Left-footed box-to-box midfielder, which is fantastic because he just slots into that box-to-box midfielder role on the left of the midfield of the 4-2-3-1 that I generally play. Up front, we're going to be relying on 23-year-old Polish striker Mariusz Szczepinski. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. Looks like he should be getting us some goals. If we can get the chances. So maybe during the week we'll show you a couple of other players, ones that catch my eye. One I do just want to show you as well is this guy, Manuel Pucciarelli, 27 years of age. Again, looks fairly decent. I'm playing him in the role here behind the striker at the moment, but we can move him forward if we need to as well. So yeah, this is the tactical switches that I've made. So I've gone on the right-hand side, I've gone with a full-back and a winger. But on the left-hand side, because Giaccherini is an inside forward, we haven't really got a natural left winger anywhere in the club. So I've gone with an inside forward and we've put a wing-back on the left. And we've gone with an overlap left instruction as well. So hopefully that will just... I quite like the idea of this. I've been wanting to do this for a little while, having just a kind of unbalanced formation. It just gives us a different option going forward. You can see Rigoni, if you are a long-time subscriber, Nicola Rigoni we had for a brief spell at Marseille in FM19, but I think he got sent off served his ban, came back and got sent off again. So we terminated his loan early. But I like this because it's all green all over the pitch. Everybody's pretty much a natural in their position. So on the face of it, this should be half decent. But of course, we are bottom. I'm not really sure what we should be doing with this team. But, you sadistic lot wanted me to do this. So we're going to do it and we're going to see how it goes. Today, refereed by Luca Pareto, 31 yellow cards in 12 games, yet to show a red. Hopefully we won't be his first. Today, we've got one spot on the bench that can be filled. We'll just stick him in there in a minute because he's about the only players that isn't... we've got Djordjevic, but he's a target man. So he is of no use to me at all. So, we've only selected 11 substitutes. Have I got another... Where's the other gap? Where is... it's because he's off the screen there. Maybe he's going to be in the lineup then on the bench. Djordjevic, on he goes. Says we haven't selected the captain. Yeah, Nicola Rigoni can take it. That is absolutely fine. So yeah, I'm flying solo. I've got no assistant manager, which is a little worrying because when I come into these saves, that is a wall that they have built there. That's going to take some breaking down. I'd kind of like to have the assistant manager take the first few team talks because obviously I haven't made an impression yet. So I am going to say you've got to put in an improved performance. That's actually gone down pretty well. That has gone down pretty well. And we're going to just calmly as well say, I believe you've got what it takes. So I've got a little interview to do and then we will get to the match. Here we go then with the players walking out onto the pitch for the first match. So for I'm just going to have to make some... we need to zoom out on that one a little bit, don't we? Oh God, I don't like that at all. Let's change the settings on this. I can't change the height on that. I'm going to have to do TV. Nope, don't like TV. Do not like TV. Sorry. Should have done this before, but this is the first game we've played. Normally when I take over these, we have like the winter break to come up with a few friendlies. But obviously I've not had the chance for that today. So yeah, we're on key highlights. So as I say, I'm just going to change the way I play the game a little bit for this. With the aim to going through into FM20 and doing it there as well. Ideally get 2 games per video. So that is the idea. Let's bring up the event updates, because there are a lot of games going on. Having to do this all that on camera. Sorry. Right. Couple of early goals for Juve and AC Milan. Absolutely nothing happening here. We're just going to drop a little get creative shout. I don't know how this tactic's going to work in a relegation battle. It seemed like a really decent one to play. A point wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I want goal. I want to score a goal. And when you've had 3 shots inside the first 25 minutes and none of them have gone on target, it does not bode well, does it? And we are not getting a single highlight here, as Marcelo Brozovic has scored for Inter against Udinese. Wow, half an hour in, absolutely nothing to report. This is not a good start to the week, is it? Not a good start to what we're hoping will be a great escape. It is mission impossible, mission improbable, mission implausible. But can we do it? Can we do it? We've had 5 shots. We've dominated in possession. Oh, we've had a shot on target, 6 shots, 1 on target, and we're going to get a highlight here. Joel Obi is going to take the corner. I need to change the speed that it's running at. I'm going to pause that because I think we're getting a penalty here. Let me just speed it up a bit, because that is not good. Yeah, there we go. That should be a little bit better. Let's just knock that up a little bit as well. Let's have a look then. Is he given a penalty? He has. And who's going to take it? Who is going to take it? It is Pucciarelli, and he scored! It's the first goal Chievo have scored in December, and we are off to a goal-scoring start this week. It's a brilliant penalty from Pucciarelli. Sent the keeper the wrong way in 5 minutes before the break. That is a massive, massive goal for us. It's just what we needed in front of our own fans in the first game in charge. As we go into stoppage time, goals are going in now down below. Milan are 3-0 up at Empoli. I'm getting the feeling Empoli might be down there with us. I haven't really studied the table properly, so we will do that in due course. No shots on target from Frosinone. We're going to say, I'm just going to go calmly and say you've played well, but there is still room for improvement. I don't want to go too passionate. I don't want to go too assertive. I don't want to go too gung-ho and stress them out. So I'm just going to say there's a lot more to come again. I'm just going to keep it calm. We're just going to tell them that we're happy with how things are going and just try and get that little bit more out of them. Here's Vignato. Vignato, as I say, Bayern Munich are after him this summer, and he was in the under-20s in the game, and I looked at him and thought he is far too good to be down in those under-20s. There are some really good players in this squad, and they really should be doing something for us. They really should be contributing this season, and you can see the performance is actually really rather good at the minute. We've had a couple of red cards in quick succession there in a couple of games. Have we got a highlight coming here? We have. I'll hold on for the substitution, and wow, Casata has scored his first goal of the season. It's a thunderous finish. It's their 3rd shot of the game. It's a really, really good finish though. Drilled into the bottom corner. And that is a bit of a body blow. We are going to just say demand more now. We're going to do a substitution. Got some tired players. Pucciarelli could come off maybe. Could we maybe bring Giaccherini in behind the striker and then bring on this is the problem now. I don't know if Walter Bursa is he's not an inside forward, is he? Oh god, this is going to be the problem as I try and get used to this squad. Let's take Pucciarelli off again, and let's try Larice. That might be a little bit better. That is a lot better. We'll also take off Rigoni because he's been booked, and we shall bring on Oh, one of these guys, I think it's Radovanic, because he's the lighter green there, isn't he? One of them is pretty good for that position. It's not him, though. It's not him. It must be Sinelli. It must be Sinelli as the deep line playmaker. Yeah, and he's a box-to-box by trade as well, but we'll bring him on anyway. This is going to be the problem, trying to get used to the squad, trying to get used to the players and where they can play. 9,882 in the crowd. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that is good or not. Did that shout out go through? No, it must have done. Yarosinski to Joel Obi. Good ball. Vignato's in space. Oh, and the youngster has scored his first goal for the club. And it's a thunderous finish from the 18-year-old Emmanuel Vignato. He was in acres of space. You can see him at the bottom of the screen there as Joel Obi drills it across. The number 55 thunders it in. Poor goalkeeping, you have to say. But what a dream for the kid to score what could be a crucial goal for us. As we look to make our final... Oh, okay. The one position we don't have a substitute for, he's going to have to stay on. I'm going to cancel that substitution at the minute and just hope that he just gets up a little bit. Yeah, he's going up nicely. I'm going to have to leave him on, and we're going to take Joel Obi off now, and we will bring on Radovanic now, who is a good box-to-box midfielder. So, if we do hold on, we've got, 7 minutes to go plus stoppage time. If we do hold on here, this is a huge start. I mean, we've got goals. We've got 2 of them. It's 2 more than they scored in the entire month of December. And it's a really good note to go into the winter break with. The 3 weeks, I can get to know the squad. I can do a few friendlies. And that is it. What a win. A huge win. And what a hero. He, I think, is going to be a hero this week. I really do. I think he's going to be an absolute hero for us. I'm going to passionately say that was a really good win for us. What a start to the season, to the series for us. And we are off the bottom already because Spal were, I think they were playing Juve, weren't they? They were, and that first minute Mandzukic goal was enough to win the game for the old lady. They are 8 points clear of Inter, who lost at home to Udinese. Wow. And yeah, Empoli are down there. So already, that is a huge win, because obviously if we lose to Frosinone, we're in the brown stuff straight away, aren't we? But what a huge win that is. That is just a dream start. So, look at that. The first green in how long? And it is the first win that actually counts this season as well, of course. So as we look at some of the fixtures that we've got coming up, it's quite tough to know what games to play. As I say, I'm going to have to do most of them on camera. So I'm aiming for this to be 7 episodes. So we've got 6 more to go with 20 games to play. So I'm probably going to do certainly do these 2, I think. And then we might do one off camera and then come back for maybe Torino and Sampdoria or something like that. But yeah, it's going to be a good week. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. Normally I would only do an intro to the club, but because I'm going to have to do so many games on camera, I wanted to get one out of the way already, and I am so glad I did, because it was such a big game down at the bottom. It was a winnable game. So delighted that we've got that. A star is born in Emmanuel Vignato. Make sure you check him out in your saves. However far in you are, he might be worth having a look at. He looks a bit of a wonder kid. So hopefully this week he will take a massive place in our hearts. But yeah, smash a like on this one, guys. Let me know. Even after that winning start, is it mission impossible? Can we save them? It would be my greatest ever achievement in FM, I think. I've said that before with the Hanover one. That was an amazing series, but I think this one would top it. Smash a like, hit subscribe, turn on those notifications as well, and jump in the comments and the description, and I will see you tomorrow for Sassuolo and Roma. See you then, guys. Arrivederci.